They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A handoff, running left, Mixon. Gets around him, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Mixon with a first down carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on third down, Baxter. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. They go play action here. Mon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job. Into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Off the play fake. Baxter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tardarius Moore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Cook fights off the defender. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mond. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Mond going to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Baxter. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And shutting him off now open field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Off play action. Baxter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mond's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Mond. Throw left side, complete. That's Bates. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mond out of the shotgun. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Baxter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Baxter. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Touchdown, Titans.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mond. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by force. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Baxter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, here's Mon. And Cook has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Mon looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And incomplete on the deep ball. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 30. They run it again with Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Running for it, here's Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They're going to look to throw. That escapes the sack.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Back to throw. Baxter. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. Baxter. Got a man. It's Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Mond now off of play action.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Off the play fake, Mond.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Baxter. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mond's throw complete there to Smith.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack.
Mond.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw here. He's got Smith here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here's Mond. They're going for it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And they will take a knee here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And some space here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He's got a man complete. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big play there for Minnesota.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. To try here for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and